together for Mr. Dave Slago.
She's too kind. Give it up for Chica. She's great. We've known each other for a long time. She's known me 4 fats. I've been 4 different sizes over the past years, you know. The dick, still the same size. Can't do nothing about that. It's all about the perspective, you're right. You guys having fun tonight or what? Yeah. It's Valentine's Day. Date night, right? A little bit nipply outside though. Tell you that, I saw a nice set of rock hard nipples outside before the show. It was on my friend Mike, he's sitting in the back, but powerful areolas to be blowing through Carhartt fabric like that. Powerful. 15 years ago, I spent my very first Valentine's Day with my wife. And on that night, I had a seizure. I made it to the bathroom, but I also shit myself. 15 years ago, right? Now tell me if that wasn't a fucking red flag from the guy up above, right there, that a blind person could see. But no. I had to stick around for some pussy and 2 kids. And we just celebrated 11 years marriage. By getting a divorce. Plot twist. Whoops. Should have saw the warning signs. All she did was introduce me to other people as her friend, her roommate, you know? It's kind of a warning sign I should have been awake for, right? You look horrified now. Have you called him your roommate before? All right, blink twice if you're okay. All right. Did he make a reservation, please? It's American Psycho restaurants. Yeah, but no, 11 years marriage. 11 years, man. Celebrated it, right? I thought I had it locked in. I thought the key to marriage around like year 5 is outgrossing each other. I thought that's what you were supposed to do when you're in a long-term relationship. You're best friends, right? We used to fart and then lock eyes just to establish dominance in the house. And then hope for oral afterwards. Come near my shit-stinking genitals, baby, and blow them. It's marriage. You're best friends. You're allowed to do stuff like that, you know? I was married to a productive person. I'm polar opposite. You can kind of tell by that, right? Be hilarious, though. Like, I would call her on my day home, or on my way home from work, with her day off, and she would rattle off a fucking list of things she got done. Grocery shopping, she paid the bills, she blew the neighbor, she did the taxes. I'm like, whoa, you did the taxes without me? It's a little bit funnier in April, you know? But yeah, she's like that type of person, you know, very productive. Always gotta be doing something, you know? But then she would call me on my day off, on her way home from work, and she'd be like, hey, what'd you get done today? I'd kind of wake up a little bit. Like I blew a few bong hits in the dogs' faces. Made some chicken salad for the week. She didn't like that. And, you know, talking to you guys, I'm realizing why I'm getting a divorce right now. Okay? Just talking that through, you know? But I was married, she was a nurse. Is there any nurses in the crowd? Nah, fuck them, right? Nah, the nurses, they fucking run the hospitals. They are smarter than everybody there. I have to give it up for the fucking nurses out there. I am proud of that. I didn't realize that being married to a nurse, though, was a kink that I didn't know I had. We had a really bad car accident out in front of our house. The road that we live on is very popular for those bicycle riders with the helmets and the leggings and the numbers on their chests for some reason out on a Saturday morning. Car hits one of these guys, right? He's from England. Oh, I don't feel so well, he kept saying out on the fucking road. You know, there's fucking blood spurting everywhere. I watched my wife go from wife mode to nurse mode, and I was blown the fuck away. I didn't know what to do. Jerk off or help. So I made sure the kids are okay. I jerked off, and then I went to go help, but they were already done cleaning everything up. I'm a goddamn gentleman, that's what I'm saying. Give it up for me for helping. That's right. Shit. I think that a lot of guys don't understand one thing when it comes to relationships. It's not that hard to not cheat on your loved one, right? There's something out there the guys can all go with me. Something out there called post-nut clarity. For those of you that don't know what post-nut clarity is, say I'm in a relationship, right? I'm horny. My partner's not so horny. I'm thinking about cheating. No. I'm gonna go in the other room, crack one off real quick. I'm not gonna start thinking about cheating again when I'm done. That's post-nut clarity. I think differently afterwards. So, as comics, we have merch. I have these shirts on sale in the back. It says, "Be a beater, not a cheater." And on the back it says, "That's how you lose medical and dental benefits." For $5, if you guys want one, come see me after the show. Yeah. You guys don't like cheating jokes, I guess so. I think communication is a huge deal in any type of relationship, a friendship, a marriage, anything really. You know, I used to tell my wife all the time, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom." She'll say, "No, you fucking aren't." I'm gonna sit right back down. And I'd be like, "Okay," I sit right back down. See that? We're on the fucking same page. It's great communication. Same page. But when we met, we lived in a little town in Pennsylvania called New Hope. You guys familiar with New Hope? It's a fucking cool town, man. I love that fucking town. We rented a house from these two little gay dudes. We called them Gaylords. They loved it. Steven and Jose. He said his name like that because he was clearing cum out of the back of his throat. Can't really help it. Steven was a fucking bull. But yeah, fucking, they would come over and collect rent. We'd pay them rent. We'd go out drinking with them. All of a sudden, I'd hear Steven start whispering some weird shit in Jose's ear, like, "When we get home, I'm gonna tear your ass up later." And then Jose goes, "No. I had Taco Bell today for lunch." That is fucking great communication. Give it up for the gays, man. Holy shit. I'm like, look, he's looking after his boy. You don't want Steven to encounter a backfire? Jesus. Gays. It's kind of cool if you think about it, to be gay. Am I going gay? I mean, it would kind of be cool to go up to your boy and be like, "Hey man, you want to go get some wings, play some video games, and maybe fuck later?" Take one of those out of the equation. That's a cool night, you know? I don't know. As you can tell, I'm a fashionista. I don't really fuck with skinny jeans, though. Anybody here like skinny jeans? If I wore skinny jeans, I would look like a golf ball sitting on a tee. Just fucking lumped in there. And don't get me like started on like summertime and tanning and shit, because I have to find like a branch to hang upside down like a bat on, just to get my under tits and undercarriage done. I know how you bitches do it. You can't tone it, tan it, right? You should see me as a fucking bronzed god over the summer. I look like 40 pounds lighter. It's great. This is pretty history-heavy town, right? What is this, Bethlehem technically, or is this like, what is it? Bethlehem, yeah. It's like Revolutionary War history around here, right? You guys ever hear stories about like George Washington growing up, like back in the day? Like I remember hearing, I don't want to call it a rumor because like, you know, that's weird. I heard a rumor about George Washington, but I heard a story about George Washington having wooden teeth. Has anybody else ever heard that? Yeah, right? You know what's weird? You never hear stories about his wife, Martha Washington, and having splintered vagina lips. Think about it. How's old Georgie keeping them smooth? Poor Martha. A little too far for that one? All right. Don't care. Don't care. I went to Catholic school growing up. Anybody else here go to Catholic school? You did? It's great, right? They did something weird when I went to school there. They sized everybody up for uniforms, basically in a classroom while you were there. So on one side it was like the normal kids, and then there was the other side, which was me and this other kid, Nino Antipasto. Picture him. Bringing meatballs and eating them like apples at snack time. It was a little disgusting fun. But they were in the regular line, we were in the husky line. That word husky fucked me up a little bit, okay? I'm telling dick jokes to people in a fucking, what is this, a barn or something? I don't even know what the fuck this is. But it fucked me up, man. I remember getting invited to my first boy-girl swim party. You guys remember going to your first boy-girl swim party when you were aware of things? I was so excited, but I was scared that everybody was going to see how fat I actually was in the pool. By using my head. I wore a t-shirt in that pool. I didn't really use my head that well, though, because it was a white t-shirt. So when I was getting back out, cue the Baywatch music, my coffee saucer-sized nipples were just blowing through the shirt. Sucked into every crevice. I think I saw a mom hold up a 10 on a fucking plate. Not 100% sure if I won, but I think I at least placed. Man. Yeah, and you know what's funny too, is they tried to teach you this thing called the Immaculate Conception. All right? That's when Mary, the mother of God, oops, I'm kind of pregnant. She created the very first episode of fucking Jerry Springer right then and there. And I'm like 7, 8 years old learning about this. I'm like, you ain't not gonna pull the wool over my eyes. Everybody knows how to get a girl pregnant. You have to pee inside of them, right? Jesus Christ. But I loved going to that school because it was attached to a church. And every holiday, they would always have like special messages out there for people to drive by and see, oh, that was Quippy, nice little fun thing. But this was 40 years ago, I'll never forget it. Around Easter, it said, nails did not hold Jesus up on the cross, love did. Now, if you think about that, that's very sweet to hear that, love held him up there. But if you look at any picture, like any of them, with Jesus on the cross, he's fucking nailed right in there. The heads of the nails might have had heart shapes on them, I don't know. There's a ribbon above his head, and on that ribbon, there's 4 letters, and it says I-N-R-I. My grandmother told me this. It stands for I'm nailed right in. It's right above his fucking head. I'll leave you guys with this. When I met my wife, we moved from, I grew up in New Brunswick. You know guys, Rutgers University? I grew up New Brunswick area. And when I met my wife, moved out to the very rural area. It was a very huge change, right? We were going from city living to fucking woods. And the day that we bought our house, while we're moving in, I hit a deer. I'm like, wow, that's great. So, got that taken care of. A couple weeks go by, I get my truck back from the body shop. I'm driving back home. I hit another deer. Starting to question shit, Get my truck back one more time. I'm like, I gotta go visit my parents. So we're driving back home, going down 287 Easton Avenue. What happens? No, a Mexican darts out right in front of me. And I hit it. Cop came over, shot him in the head, said something about population control. It was 2020, guys. I don't know. I'm sorry. You guys have been great. My name is Dave Slagle. Thank you very much.